Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the ninth official Blue Vanity artist interview. Today here, I'm joined with Chxky. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man? I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. So, could you just let us know where the name Chxky comes from?
Believe it or not, Case and Casadea came up with that name about 2019. We were sitting there freestyling, and he said like something like, "My man's Chucky will come up and poke you up," and I
Yeah.
was like, "Hold up, I like that." But he was like, "Well, you can't use the actual name." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna put an X in it. There we go."
Uh, I see. Are you close with Case and Castell?
Yeah, me and him, we grew up together.
Oh, actually,
I met him when I was 11 years old.
damn. So that's like far way back. So I saw you're featured on a lot of his songs too. So
Yeah, yeah. Me and him go far, far back, man.
100%, 100%. Any good stories from back when you were younger?
Too damn many, yo. I'm gonna just go with the first one that comes off the top of my head. So back in school, me and him, you feel me? We used to be wild, and we didn't care. We would run around the hallways, have staff chasing us, you know. And this one day, we put on the X song. He brought his big ass speaker, and we was in the cafeteria, and the cafeteria got a stage on it. So you feel me? We went in there and we was like, "Yo, you ready?" I was like, "Yeah, we ready." We went in there, we put on sipping tea in your hood and started screaming that shit. And during the lunch service, everybody was mad. Teachers tried to rush us off the stage. But yeah, man, that's the first one that comes to my mind.
Yeah, I got you. Sounds like a great time. Sounds like a fun time. Last week I had Ice Puppy on here, and I believe Ice Puppy got you on here too. So were you in a
Mhm.
collective with Ice Puppy, or what happened there?
I was in a collect with Ice Puppy. I was in two collects with Ice Puppy, as a matter of fact. I ain't gonna say their names because they irrelevant, but you feel me?
Hmm.
That's how me and him started out. We started out meeting in a music collect. He invited me to another music collect, and then eventually we just, we dropped out of those collects and started working on our own with each other and shit.
How long ago was that?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
Oh, I see. I see.
Say about 2 years ago.
2 years ago? I see. I see. So it's like a while back. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So how'd you get into music?
I got into music. I was a producer.
Hmm.
My original name was Dr. Sosick, which is corny as hell. You feel me? I used to be a producer, but then, when I heard XXXTentacion back in 2016,
Hmm.
it really changed my perspective of the music, like everything music wise. It's like I don't only have to do one thing, you feel me? I can do so many things. And he's the one that taught me that.
I see. So you heard him back in like 2016, like before he got really big.
Yeah.
I see. How'd that affect you, like his music or like his lifestyle in a sense too?
It made me learn that, like, because me and him have I won't say we have an exactly similar upbringing, but like we come from not so nice areas. So seeing that he was able to make it to where he made it really was just like, I can do the same damn thing.
And I believe when I talked to Kaysen on his interview, he mentioned that he went through like a phase where he like wanted to be like X or he was making music similar to X.
Yeah, I definitely had an Eminem phase.
Oh.
No, I wanted to be just like Eminem.
Yeah.
He was X is the person that really inspired me to start putting my music out there. But Eminem is the one that inspired me to, with the lyricism and the cadences
Hmm.
and just, the punchlines. Eminem is the one that really inspired me to open up my mind to like be able to put something on a piece of paper and then just transfer it to a beat with no problem.
100%. And I think looking up to like a role model like that is needed too in life. Like to find
Hmm.
someone who inspires you, someone who makes really good stuff to help you to try to do that too, or try to do it in a different type of way too. So I see nothing wrong with that either. Do you see still like currently in your music, you still have like flows from back then when you first started? Or has
Oh,
you
definitely.
yeah.
Um, I'm actually working on an EP right now that's called Shady Made Me.
Uh-huh.
It's just something dumb, like Eminem
Yeah.
inspired songs, like cadences are similar, the beats are similar, but there's a little bit of Chucky in it. So
And what sets you apart from other artists? Like what makes your music different?
I would say my versatility, really.
Hmm.
Um, like a lot of artists, they stick to the same genre, or they'll try out one genre, and if it don't work, they'll go to another one.
Yeah.
Me, I'm doing every single genre that I can even think of. Like I won't do no country songs, but you know, I'll make I just make what sounds good to the ear.
I got you. I got you. I think that's something that Kason was saying too. So definitely being like a friend of Kason Casdea, you guys are. He was saying that he loves making different types of music too. So you guys
Hmm.
making collabing on those songs too would definitely be a good shout too. What's your favorite songs that you've put out?
My favorite songs would be Ethid, Ethid. It stands for Evil Thoughts Hidden in Disguise.
Uh-huh.
Um, I made that song 2022, and it's probably one of my most like deepest songs that I've ever made, and one of the songs I'm most proud of. My cousin produced the beat. I stole
Mhm.
it from him, but he
Yeah,
didn't care. uh, and then I'm gonna have to say the song that I'm most proud of is my song called "Gnarly Angels Cadence." It's about my friend Spaz that passed away,
I see.
and I was just expressing myself, and it's got beautiful vocals. Like I just feel like I put it together perfectly, and I don't even know how I did it, to be honest with you. Like I just started going with the flow, and it just came out so different.
How long ago was that?
2023, he passed away.
Mm-hmm. That's been really recent then. That's definitely tough too. Like in life too, losing people that are close to you, especially
Hmm.
young. It's just crazy to think that we get to continue living, but then people close to us don't. So it's like, what did we do differently that they didn't do? It's like, I don't know, man.
It makes you think a lot.
It's a tough time. Uh, Going into better news in a sense, who are your top artists and like genres that you love listening to?
Like I said earlier, XXX with the rock, the rap,
Yeah.
the just the different. I mean, X has his own style, really. Like in my opinion, like I feel like he created his own genre of music in a way.
Hmm.
Um, Eminem, like I said, uh, I look up to all the old rappers. Like I like Nas, Biggie, Tupac. My greatest inspiration out of all of them, though, has to be Eminem.
And obviously, being a fan of X, you definitely saw that he thought a lot, that he said a lot of questionable things, and that he was just an open thinker in a sense, and he was extremely spiritual. Do you consider yourself spiritual in any sense?
Yeah, I'm a spiritual person. Like I believe, in the spirits, God, the devil. I
Hmm.
mean, me personally, I don't really worship neither of them. You feel me? Like I know they exist, but I could care less.
Now, I just love bringing it up just because on my YouTube I discuss a lot of like spiritual stuff, just to get like people's different viewpoints on what they think about the world, like how they think, because everyone thinks differently. It's like, I'd be atheist, extremely religious, in between. So I see. When you sent me your photos for the cover, you mentioned that the one photo was from County. Was that like a time that you got locked up or something?
That actually just got out that night. That
Oh,
was the night
actually.
I got out.
And if you're allowed to discuss that, what happened there?
Uh, somebody, I ain't gonna say too much, but
Okay.
somebody stepped too close and a pistol
Mhm.
got involved.
So you're just out recently, or is this for a while now?
That's probably I've been out for about 2 years now.
Oh, 2 years now. How old are you?
I'm 19, sorry, 20.
You're
I just
20.
turned 20 September 20th.
Okay, okay, for sure. That's cool. That's cool. Do you read any books like on your free time? Is there anything that like hits your interest there?
Be honest, I don't really read a lot of books. I mean, when I was locked up, that's all I did. All I did was read books, really. But
Mhm.
if there's one book that I read while I'm home, it's the dictionary.
I see. Because that's definitely good for the rhyme scheme too, to find different words that you can rhyme with.
Yeah, I learned that from Eminem. He said that he reads a page of the thesaurus every day.
Oh, actually, obviously, your name being Chucky, and you have like the Chucky mask right there too. Are you a fan of like horror films?
Oh, I'm a big fan of horror films.
Well, what are your favorite horror films?
Friday the 13th is probably one of the most like biggest horror films for me because I watched that growing up. Friday the 13th is my number one. Obviously, Child's Play, that's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my third.
Oh, I see. That's a good one. Have you seen the Terrifier films or no?
I believe actually Kason told me to watch them. I just
Okay.
never watched
I watched them a few years ago, and yo, it was just like way too far. They like explore like a type like so gory, and I don't know. I tried to watch it. I watched like half of it, but man, I don't know. They have like a new movie coming out like next week too, where they're gonna like go into like even deeper stuff, and it's gonna be in the movie theaters. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of horror, but like, what attracts you in horror? Is it just like the feeling of like the excitement there, or?
Be honest, I got a fucked up head, so seeing people get poked up, it just makes me laugh. So other people when they watch horror movies and people are getting stabbed, they look away like, oh my god. I'm looking there like, ha, he dumb as shit.
How do you celebrate milestones in your career? Like when you set a goal for yourself, people listen to your music, like how do you celebrate that?
I usually just get drunk.
Yeah.
I think the last goal I had set for myself, I didn't really reach that goal all the way.
Hmm.
I came so close to it, I considered it a success. Invited a couple of the bros over. We smoked, chilled, talked. I just had fun.
Hmm. 100%. Because I feel like it's important to like celebrate your successes too, just so you bring like that positive energy in, so you can continue making more successes in the
Mhm.
future. I think it's a great thing to do. What's the team look like that puts out the music? Do you create your beats or do you just find them like online type?
I create some of my beats, not a lot of my beats. Um, I do find a fair share of them off of YouTube,
Hmm.
but my cousin Scott, he helps out a lot with like a lot of my stuff. He's a producer himself, professional grade quality studio, and he's one of the big people on the team. Besides like the mastering and stuff, like if I were to do the song myself, I do all the mastering. I do all the computer shit, and like I like to crack at it myself because I let other people do it for me all the time. Then you know I can't say that it's my art,
Hmm.
like it's somebody helping me with it, so it's not really my creation.
Hmm. Hmm. I see. I see. So you've been like learning a lot of new stuff too, like to put into your
Hmm.
music? It's like a
Yeah.
constant. I see.
Hmm. I just been trying to learn my way around FL Studios. I've been using BandLab, but FL Studios is just 10 times greater,
Hmm.
and I'm just trying to learn my way around that, and eventually, hopefully, I'll see a bit more of a quality, up in my music once I start using FL.
Hmm. Hmm. Is your music only on SoundCloud or do you also post on Spotify as well?
My music's only on SoundCloud. I wanted to, get DistroKid and all that and start putting my stuff out longer before
Hmm.
this, but I kind of had a fallout with music. Like I stopped doing what I was doing for a while. I kind of just posted music to, just to post it for the shits and giggles. But
Hmm.
now that I'm actually trying to rechase this, this dream of, becoming artist. I'm looking forward. Hopefully, in the next week or two, that I'm gonna have DistroKid and some of my music will be, on all plats.
Hmm. That's exciting. That's exciting. What made you try to like chase it right now?
Jason, really,
Yeah.
I told him I was about to quit. He just, he talked me out of it. He said that, we got to do it for Spazzos. This is what Spaz would want.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
can't go out as nobodies.
Hmm.
So let's make something of ourselves.
100%, 100%. I feel like you guys have a really good like combination on your music, as well as like I listened to a few of your features on other songs. I feel like what you guys put out actually has like substance behind it, and that there
Hmm.
could be like a core following that could grow into it if you actually put your work into it.
Yeah,
So I think it's a good idea to continue working on it, 100%. So I believe you mentioned it earlier too, but any new projects that are coming on the way?
I got the new EP working. I don't know why I'm already working on an EP when I just made an EP, but you know what? Who cares? You know, the more music, the better.
Honestly.
Um, I got something that I got coming out with Ice actually pretty soon.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I don't even know the title of it yet. It's gonna be crazy. It's like a boom back mixed with a little bit of rock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. So it's gonna be like a new little adventure.
Yeah,
So, with respect to like making music in the long term, how do you want to be remembered then in the end? At the end of all the music stuff, what do you want people to say about Chucky?
that he's different. That he didn't care about the current trends. That you know, he didn't care what people thought about him. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do, and that was make music for the people who enjoy listening to music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. And like, what are some themes that you talk about in your music?
A lot of murder. I'm Chucky, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I implement that into my songs. I talk about a lot of like depression and stuff because I myself go through major depression, and I like to vent it out through my music. I used to vent my depression out through my anger, and that wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up going in and out of jail, in and out of juvenile detention centers. It wasn't fun. Being able to like put my feelings into a song like really turned my world around.
So it's like a new way that you've kind of been like applying your own overall thoughts in order to like let it out.
Definitely.
100%. I think that's a positive thing to do too, just because people will relate to you. Like if you talk about something that they'll relate to, and you might be influencing people too to make a positive change in their own life through the way that you choose to change your own actions. So that's one of the big things that I think too. Like you can't, like let's say somebody wants to live like a good life. If you live a bad life, you can kind of differentiate between what a good life and a bad life should look like. So you'll be able to help other people too, which is a really good thing. Yeah, so I believe that concludes all the questions I had for the interview. So do you have any closing messages for everyone who's still watching the video?
You have a dream to chase, chase it. If you know, if you're not in the best situation and for you to chase that dream, there's always so many opportunities for you to learn how to get around that roadblock that's in your road. Like I grew up poor. Like I grew up recording off a earbud microphone, and like I made it to where I am now. I got like a $500 studio setup. It's if you chase what you want, don't let nothing get in your way. That's all I got, sir.
That's a great message for everyone who's listening. So I really like to thank you today, Chucky, for coming out and doing this interview with me. For everyone who's still watching, make sure to check out all the links in the description. We'll have Chucky's songs, the songs that he mentioned earlier, his SoundCloud and his Instagram there for y'all to see. So thank you and take care.